Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. To throw, it's Wentz. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's King. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run. Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And that's caught by Smith. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down now, it's Jackson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Keenum. It's caught. Smith. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The numbers for Sanders last week, 18 carries, 57 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On second down, it's Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Keenum. And his throw is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Keenum. And caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Check 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
On play action, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw is Keenum. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 4 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's #7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. He steps out of bounds.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the... Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry.
Yeah, baby.
Keenum going to throw on 3rd and 1. Bryant has it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Get ready.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Keenum now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Keenum. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, remember, last year, Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, and me and my crew, we got to see them. And when they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, head coach Ron Rivera told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't put it through. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make these babies proud.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Keenum toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Keenum. He's got Smith here. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. This is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We got this.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Keenum sets up the screen to Gordon.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On second down, this is Jackson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Complete. It's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And this one complete to Smith. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Keenum going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Wentz connecting with his tight end Goddard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
It's a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
We got this.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Keenum, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Nifty move. Broken tackle. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Watch the safety crease.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Keenum. It's caught by Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
53, check 53. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Keenum complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On play action, now Keenum. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Keenum. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Keenum. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 38, Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I know you felt that one.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground here at Sanders. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Pumphrey, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Wentz. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Myles Jack there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run with Jackson out of the gun. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They run again with Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And Allen's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Keenum.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. 56. Mike, 56.
Again, they'll throw with Keenum. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Keenum going to come up now 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Keenum to throw. It's caught. Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Wentz to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back to throw. It's Williams on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Keenum. Open man, it's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 79 yards. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 65. 65.
He's back to throw. Open man is Ursua. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He'll look to throw. Gosh, given the time in the short game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Wentz. He finds Ursua, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Throwing is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
So for our visitors, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.